Sorry, I had something on my teeth. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So this is episode 3 of the No Space Belt, No Space Pipe run. No Space Pipe might be a little bit contentious later, but we'll have a go at it and we'll see how we do. So, for now, well, we've basically done it. We've finished milestone 5. We've unlocked trains, which means we can now start the actual challenge properly. Now, having said that, you can see we've got all the trains, we've got all the train stuff. We haven't got fluid unloaders, and we haven't got fluid wagons, which means we cannot transport fluid by trains as of yet. To do that, we need 25 points here. I'd also really like to get fluid miner extensions, which is 25 points, but literally, we cannot transport any fluids until we get 25 research points. So we already spent a bunch of research points. Luckily, we have these tasks. So this is however much this is. Yeah, and we can actually get all these using the base things. So I'm going to quickly go around and, well, you may have noticed they actually turned the game sound on. It was just doing this whoosh sound every time I zoom in and out. And I do that quite a bit, so I think it was getting annoying. But yeah, so from now on, none of the space belts or space pipes or anything like that. So yeah, so we're going to set all this up again, but we're going to go quickly through all of these tasks. Yes, I'm just going to select the first task. We need trains to go out and get that one, so I'm not going to get that one yet. But you can actually pin tasks that you haven't gotten around to yet. Like, for example, you could pin this one right here. And that might be helpful, but we're going to see how we go first. So yeah, I absolutely deleted everything after I got the last shapes. So I was creating the last shape, which was this one. You can see I got 2,000 over, but yeah, I deleted absolutely everything. Clean slate, because of course I was using space belts and space pipes, which is obviously not good. So yeah, so we actually have to get this one first before we get this one. I know I'm going backwards, but as I said, this is a challenge run, so we're treating it as a challenge run. And what I might actually want to do here is just sort of go through and just sort of slow roll all of these guys at the same time. That one's not too bad. This one's a little bit annoying, but once we get it, we can actually get it done fairly quickly. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to just do one belt at a time. And you, no, sorry, that's the wrong cutter. We want the local cutters. So, and then rotate right. What is going on here? So that should just get us a quarter. I'll move that down just a little bit. And then we got to do the same thing, but this one, I actually want to save a bit of it. 3, 4. So what we'll do is we'll rotate this like this. So we want to keep the top half, and we're going to get rid of half of the bottom one. Yeah, and then we need to rotate this like that, and then we can stack it up again. And this should give us one full belt. And then we just copy that like this. Send that around there. If you heard that noise, that's just me downloading a bunch of Steam games in the background. And there we go. We got one full belt. And what we actually got to do, I'm going to tick off this one. And I'm just going to send this one through, and then I'm going to work on another one. So we're going to do all of these in parallel, I guess. So this next one, but you see I've queued up, we've got 3 more circles to put on top of that one. So this one should be fairly easy to keep going. Now this one, we can actually just do this again. Now we need to flip that, but that's it. And we don't quite need this yet, so we're just going to send that off into the middle. But yeah, we're going to need another one of them. So we might as well set that up in a sec, because we're going to need to stack it on top of it. And then after that, we're going to need a circle, just a corner of a circle, but that's fine. So that's that one, and then that's that one taken care of. So let's go look at this one. So that's 2 squares and a circle. So let's just, do we need to do anything fancy for this one? No. Pretty soon we're going to need only one corner, but for now, no, that's the wrong rotator. Okay. It's not quite a speed run, but it's almost a speed run. Well, no, if it was a speed run, then I suppose somebody would be doing it a lot faster than this. Okay, stacker. Let's just copy this nice little setup over here. There we go, and down here. Oh, by the way, something I noticed, you press F and it does this, switches over the orientation. So I've been using C to do a lot of that sort of stuff, but yeah, apparently you just use F and it'll work just as well. So now we got a square, and yeah, so okay, let's do a square. We'll probably want to send it over here because we're tapping out all the circles over there, so. I don't want to get too close to this one, but this one's not going to take up too much space, so. Whoa, that's a bit crazy. Let's get over there, please. You know what? We only need a little bit there, so. Send that down there, get some quarters. You are done. So now what we do is we do this. One goes down the bottom. This guy goes up the top. I'm downloading all the Portal games in case you were wondering what I was actually downloading. There we go. And now what we do is we do this and we do this. So this way goes up there, and then this one goes up there, and then this goes in there, and this one goes in there. And when we're ready, we'll just route this one over to there, and then we'll route this one over to there on the last one. Okay, you're good. So we need to start stacking you. Well, we just had one of these. So yeah, let's rotate that around a little bit. This one, we might as well put it up the top. It doesn't really matter. And then these guys can get down the bottom. And yeah, so if you're looking for an early game guide for how to get these ones knocked out really quickly, then this is not a bad way to do it. Okay, so we got that. We got that. We got this one happening. This one's very slow. Oh, because I forgot to reverse these belts. Okay, that was just a mistake on my part. Didn't have that set up properly, but that should go through correctly now. And then this was the last one, so we need to rotate this guy. It was top right. What's the next one for this? Oh, it's just stacking more circles on top. That's all right. 4. So boom, boom, boom. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. I got confused about where that other one was at. Okay. And now we simply squeeze that one in and move this one up quite a bit so we give ourselves a bit more room. Okay. Oh yeah, of course. We need to cut it first. A little bit squeezy, but there we go. And then this one goes down here. And then where's our little stacker thing? Might as well move it out a little bit there so we can do... Oh, we don't have to. Move it right there. And we need to reverse that belt. And then this one goes up the top. And this time we'll send it all the way down. What are you complaining about? Yeah, you're fine. All right. Oh, we sent that one over too early. There we go. You can send it back on itself, which is very nice. Okay, so then you go here. You are, what are you spitting out? A square at the top. That's not right. We should not have the square at the top. The circle should be at the top. And then the circle should be down here. I do like that you can just sort of drag on the top of the bottom and it just sort of works itself out. Okay, squares at the bottom, circles at the top. All right, that's beautiful. We do have a next shape. You need to go over there. That's why it wasn't telling me what the output was. Oh, did I actually cut this? I didn't mean to cut it. That's not good. Okay, now we're good. Yes, all right, that's beautiful. Oh, it must have been some, yeah, okay, that's beautiful. So now let's have a look. So this shape, we're still counting up. This shape, we're still counting up. This shape, we no longer need it. See if, we don't need the reverses. We just need that. Okay. So we're good. We're counting this one. This one, we stopped counting because this got broken and we had to repair it. But yes, all 4 of these starting ones are now being counted and being calculated, and we just need to start adding some stuff to them. Yeah. So there's not really too much to say about the actual playthrough, I guess. The important thing is nothing on 1 or 2 are going to be used. So not using belts or belt tunnels, not using pipes or pipe tunnels, nothing like that. So we can still use the minor and the minor extension. You can still use that. We can still use all the different platforms, and we can use everything on the trains menu. Yeah, I can't remember what that one is. I don't think that gets unlocked. But yeah, so that is the restriction that we're giving ourselves. And of course, everything inside the platform is up for grabs. We're not like banning trash or anything like that. We're still using it. Okay. Let's go ahead, move that over there. That's all we need to do for that one. Might as well get rid of that belt. This guy, where are we sending this guy over? This guy's getting very close. What do we do with this one? It's just, oh, it's one of those things, isn't it? So we're going to send that one over to there. And then we need a little half circle. I think we can take it from here. Just a little half circle. Needs to be in a different location. Okay. So all we need to do is add this one onto here. And that's all good. And then at the end, what we'll want to do is have a new circle and like stack it. So maybe we can do that with cutters or something, because we're going to need this belt to stack on top of this one again. You just started, you're counting up slowly. They all count up very slowly. Like technically we've got 4 belts going, but it's just 1 belt for every single shape. Yeah, so now that we're actually here, we can start thinking about getting these milestone shapes done. As I said, we need fluid wagons before we can actually get anything done. I would like, what's the other out? The fluid wagon is 100% a necessity. Fluid minor extensions are kind of a necessity as well, because you can't, if you had trains and you didn't have fluid minor extensions, then technically you could do it, but it would take 4 times as long, or you'd have to do some funky thing where you move the train around to different stations, and it's not going to be fun. Okay, so you need to get added with a separate circle. It's a separate one of these circles. Okay. You know what? I don't usually do this, but in this case, we're just going to do it. We're just going to share it. That means the throughput of this is going to go way down, but I'm not really fussed, to be honest. We can start working on other things if we start running out of things to do. Okay. So we need a stacker over here. Let's get a stacker. Is that, no, it's not heading in the right direction. Now we need a circle. We're using all the circles here, or about to use this one pretty quickly. So we're going to have to route a circle over from here. I can route this one over, but we need this one when we finish this shape. Or no, actually no. You know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to do proper cutting on this one so that we save some thing on it. There we go. There we go. Whoa. Yes, okay, no, that is correct. I was a little bit freaked out for a second, but yeah, that is correct. You can see this one is going very slowly because we're sharing this little thing here. But it's okay. It is very okay. We could duplicate this. Yeah, but then we'd need another belt, and we're already using that belt over there, and this one is being fully utilized and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I'm okay with this one taking a little bit longer. Once we got like this one and this one finished over, then we'll have some circles freeing up. So yeah, and this one, all we have to do is that. So we just route this belt down to here, cut it, and then send it down. And that'll be that one finished off. This one, all we need to do is half that circle. We might as well actually start working on that now. I don't want to cut it off because it's sending through shapes right now, which is good, but we'll start designing it. Because yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 cutters. And what do we need? We just need to stack them like so. But the way we stack them has got to be actually, you know what, let's just do it. And it's not going to take that long for it to fix itself up. That's a little bit wacky because we're going to have to cut it again later on. But we can just do the normal cut now. So yeah, rotate to there, then cut, then rotate to there. And while that is beautiful, I just realized that we actually still need the original one because we didn't finish off the original one. So let's go over to here. And that one. Yes, we got to make sure we finish off the original shape. But now we've got this one good to go. We just need to push the button and then we're good. So go to there, finish that one off, and that shape is good to go. This one, it'll take a while because it's 560, but otherwise it's good to go. You're going through fine. You're about to go. You're going through slowly, and we're just about to finish you off. And I don't know why, but people always send me work messages right when I'm doing a video. Yes. Okay, so let's do we want to go for the milestones first? I mean, we've got enough points. It all comes back to the research. The milestones do not give you research points, so I'm not actually going to worry about these milestones yet. And this one will actually be a good one to play around with because it uses the blue squares, and the blue squares are right here. So we don't have to go far for them. But we can't use space belts anymore. So it's a whole new ball game. So this will be a good thing to sort of test out the way we're sort of doing it and sort of see, all right, so we got, that should be enough. So we can cut that off there, send that through there, remove that, and then that one, it should be good to go. Circle at the top. That's only got 20 more to go through, so we'll wait for this one to go through. Give me some bigger points. I hate how the early ones just give you no points, and then, okay, that should be enough. It should be enough. That one goes through, and now, so that one's good. Oh, sorry, they pop up in weird order. So this one actually popped up below this one, which is interesting. Yeah. So anyway, messages, just non-stop messages. I'm just such a popular person. Okay, so we're good there. We're good there-ish. We've got to add another circle on the top, but hopefully by the time we do that, this one will be, some circles would have freed up. So we've got more circles to play with. But all of our shapes are currently going through. So let's go over here. Let's start figuring out what we're going to do here with trains, because we gotta remember, okay, this locomotive, one locomotive, 10. This takes up 10 platform points. The train stop takes up 0, so that's fine. We can have as many stops as we want. Wagon takes up 6. So we will be using multiple layer train cartridges. Shape loading takes up 4. So again, we'll be using multiple layers as much as possible. The rails, no points whatsoever. So yeah, so the aim of the game is short trains with lots using multiple levels as much as possible. So let's go ahead and start setting things up. So what do we want here? Now I have said in the past that I'm aiming for 8 belts for everything. Obviously we didn't aim for 8 belts there, but most things we will aim for 8 belts, especially like when we're sending like 1200 or something like that. Yeah, so we'll see how we go. So we got to process these first, and I'm just going to send through a little platform to process them. Now, we are going to be doing this. Did I save this blueprint? I think I did. I didn't save it properly, though. I didn't save it with a great name. So what's a swapper? Oh, I had a swapper once. I don't think I ever used it. So, yeah, screw that. Where's that? Corners, that's what it was called. Saved it as corners. Okay. I wonder if it'll work just out of the gate. Ooh, almost works. Almost works right out of the gate. Now we need to pre-rotate this one. Okay, you go over there. You go over there. Pre-rotate right, rotate right. Okay, now what are we looking at? You're not going to tell me? I can't zoom in any further. I hate it when it does that. Okay, well, we don't really need the cutters, but we're going to keep them in there anyway. Get some stuff sent over. Don't need that one. We're going to replace it. Yeah, so if you're watching last episode, then you kind of know most of what's going to... You know most of this stuff. Tab. That's what I should be doing. Tabbing. So that... And then that. And then... rotate there and let that one go straight through. And then boom, 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 boom. Okie dokie. So all we're going to do here is we're going to stack them onto a dual layer. Whoops, send it up. Now I used to do this just on a single tile with a space belt. Obviously we can't use space belts anymore, so we're just going to do it like this. Nothing spectacular going on here. Okay, we got a couple of shapes. That was the last one of that. That one is that one. So we're gonna finish setting this up real quick. So we got a single wagon. We got a single train stop. Single loader. And I just realized we can't offload this stuff yet because we need to get rid of one of these shape things so we can have space to put a unload station directly on the hub. We could fake it with doing something like this belt, but we're not going to use these for transport. So that's kind of a hack, and we're definitely not doing that. So yeah. Have we got full belts? Yeah, it's taken a little while to speed up. So we got to process through these a little bit. So that one's gone. So that's this shape. So we can get rid of that. And there, that one's gone. Oh, this one's close to getting gone. I think that's a final one as well. Hopefully that's a final one. So that's this big mess, all no longer necessary. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to copy this here, and then I'm going to copy this here. This one can go over to there. This one can go over to there. Oh, I forgot. We need to cut them first. That's a very good point. F, yes, and F, yes. There we go. That's beautiful. So now we can send this one up to there, so we don't need to do that weird split anymore. And now we just need to do you. So you go down. Oh, sorry. We need to move that out a little bit more. You over to there, you over to there, and then up, and then these guys go in there. Okay, that should take care of that one. And that was it. That's the last of these ones. All the other three are completed. It's showing yep, and then this is the last one. All right, beautiful. So we've done this one then, so we can close out this one as well. So we can get rid of that, we can get rid of that. And then all we need to do is have a shape unloader. Right here. We're gonna have to decide how we want to sort of work these things out long term. Because it's going to be a while before we get a, I mean, we could save up for a train jumper, whatever it's called. Oh, fluid wagon, beautiful. For a vortex delivery, we got to wait a while for a vortex delivery. I'm not going to save up for that. We got more important things to save up with. So yeah, those fluid extensions definitely 100% needed. Oh crap, we needed that, didn't we? I think it was just this. I think so, right? Well, the shape is highlighting correctly now, so I think, yeah, that's all we needed. Oh, I shouldn't have turned that one off. But yeah, this stuff, not needed. This stuff, not needed. This stuff, not needed. Yeah. So we got this one coming in now with the train, and this is how we're going to do things. We might, we'll see how we go later on. So this one, I'm just going to copy and paste this entire mess over to here. Okay. How are we looking here? That's not quite right. So we'll just get rid of all of those, get rid of all of those, unlock those. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep doing tasks until at least we get the fluid extender, the fluid miner, whatever this bloody thing is. Fluid miner extension. Yeah, fluid miner extensions. Although this one, this task is going to give us 6 points, so that'll get us most of the way there. But yeah, so what do we got going on here? Rotate. And then what do we want? Top right and bottom left. Beautiful. Yes, I love this little 1x2 thing that just pulls out whatever two corners you want and rearranges them in whatever order you want. Yeah, it is awesome. So there we go. We've got this and we're all good. So now, we're going to have to do some funky things with trains here to get this to work. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just use a single train. So we got our 8-level stacker here. Now this is where things do get interesting, because this is where I'd love to have a belt. Because of the way that, yeah, this is actually going to be really annoying. Because the thing is, I need to get this going into there, and I need to get the other side going into there. So I could have a shape unloading here. But then I got to get this one in there as well. We're going to have to come up with some very interesting designs here. Because, yeah, as I said, I don't really want to have, like, weird belts in weird situations. So we're going to have to come up with some very interesting designs. And I also don't want to really have too many trains. I want to sort of reduce the trains as much as possible. Okay, so I think I know what we're going to do here. And this is a little bit dodgy, but this is how we're going to do it. We're going to use the tools that are available to us, and we're going to make it work. And it's going to look a little bit dodgy, but we're going to do it. So, shapes unloading. So we want a loader here. So we want a loader here. And then we also want a loader here. Okay. Now we're going to design this train very, very, very carefully. So we're going to have a carriage. There are 3 carriages. So the way this train is going to work, it is going to have 3 carriages. Please tell me this is ticking up. It's ticking up. So, and we're going to have a sort of format. So the first carriage is going to be the finished shape. And then we got layer 1, layer 2, and so on and so forth. So we're going to have to, we're actually going to have to empty out this train, which I think we can do by just respawning it, and that'll empty it out. So we're going to have top, layer 1, layer 2. So that means the station goes here so that it picks up layer 1 there. Now, remember that this thing is a giant loop, and the loop part of it happens under the covers. So we want this to be as short as possible. Right? As short as possible. So, how do we make it as short as possible? What we really have to do is here, or actually more like here. So this is how we make it as short as possible. And it may look, actually no, we can't do that. We can't make it quite that tight because we still need room for the stations. So this is if we look at the stacker, this is the bottom. And this is the... So this is the one that goes on top. So we actually want to reverse this. XF. Yeah. Because then this is the one that goes on top. So we want the top one first, and then we do here, and then we do a station there. So I'll offload the top and the bottom. Now we haven't actually picked up the bottom yet, but since the train goes around in a complete loop all the time, and then what we got to do is we got to have this guy all the way over there. So when it stops there, this is what loads up on the bottom. Now, we send that one over to there, and that top. So all we need is this one there, and then we're good. And we're going to have to rearrange these a little bit when we get this one coming, but for now, this is a good train. So we've got that in the middle, which is fine. Now we're offloading that, which is going up the top, which is beautiful. Then we go here, we pick up this in the bottom, which is beautiful. And then we go here and we pick up the top one. And there's nothing in the top one yet because we haven't done it. Now this one will go all the way back around, back to the start, but you can see this thing will stay in there. Now, we do have to route this one over this way to give it room to offload here. Shape offloading, and then we put the station right there. So yeah, now we can see it's offloaded. This is going to start the stacking process, and yeah, all we have to do here is send that off. Now, we can get rid of all of this junk. We definitely don't need it. We could do some population on here, but I'm going to try and keep all of the processing off the main terminal as much as possible. So yeah. Okay, that looks like the correct shape coming out. Now, we're going to have to think carefully about how we do multiple layers. So, yeah. What we might want to have, you could have a stack on top of a stacker. You could have like a stacker there and then a stacker there. But then how do you get this going in there? That's the question. Without a space belt, it's kind of difficult. And we're not allowed to use tunnels or anything as well. These are, I wouldn't expect these to be that uneven. They should not be that uneven. They should be, I suppose, because the top one has to go all the way over here, maybe, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference. We haven't delivered any shapes yet, have we? I don't think so. No. No, we definitely have not. So what we could either do this, so we could have one train per merge. So then this guy would create this, and then it would send it off to a separate merge or something like that. Or we have a train that's six carriages long. That's the way I think we could probably do it. 6 carriages long. And then if we had a 4 stack, we'd have to have a train with 10 carriages long, because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, it wouldn't need to be that. It wouldn't need to be. So 4 carriages long, you got the 4 base shapes, and then 5, and then maybe it's only 7 carriages long. Maybe I'm Okay, so think about this one. We've got 3 different things. This would only need to be 5 carriages long. And I think we can make it work. I mean, we're going to have to redesign it, obviously. And I can't redesign it now. Normally, it wouldn't be too bad to redesign it, because what you could do is you could say, okay, we've got this top 2, and then we're adding another one to a base or something like that. So that would be doable. But in this case, we're adding something in the middle. So that means like a redesign. But yeah. So in this case, if we'd have one with 5 layers, 5 carriages. So the last carriage would be this one, the second last carriage would be this one, and the third last carriage would be these 2 put together. And that's also the third carriage. So the third carriage is these 2 put together, second carriage is this, and then the first carriage puts this on top of these 2. So yeah, 5 carriages. I think that's a pretty nice way of doing it. And you're kind of iteratively stacking it, and then you could use this same setup over and over again, except you just put spaces. And in fact, you could put this right here, because there would be the second and third, and then the fourth and fifth. And then you could still have the exits at the same place. You just move this one down, and then it would be putting this one. But no, you could, but the trains would have to head in the same direction. So you'd have to have this one facing left to right, and then the other side would have to be facing left to right as well. Otherwise, he'd be reversing these guys, which would not be good. So yeah, but that would work. It just has to go left to right both times. Anyway, this train, I hate it when it doesn't quite get that thing in there, but okay, we've definitely got 1200. So, oh, I shouldn't have deleted that, but I've got rid of the station now, so that's not great. Okay, so let's have a look-see here. So these guys can get deleted. This one can be deleted. This one, and then this one, go away. And then this one. Really? You force it to bloody be on the right direction? That's annoying. No, that's not what I want. 3, tab, offload. Okay. So we got to do this. Yeah. I pressed space and it just zoomed in. I didn't realize it did that. So let's think about it. So this one is now the last carriage. So this is carriage number 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that one's the way that goes. And then this is the first and the third. So the last carriage gets off there. Okay. This one is still carriage number 2. So that one can stay there. It doesn't matter if there's not enough room back there, but so wagons, we need 2 more wagons. And then we just need to get the squares from somewhere. Which I guess we can do over here. Kind of making the train line a little bit longer than I would like, but that's fine. So where are we going? So this is carriage number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yes, beautiful. Now, is this actually going to be beautiful? Yes, yes it is. So that's it. I think we're kind of done. We're going to have to wait to see this in action, but yep, that one's outputting on the correct one. That one's outputting on the correct one. And we have got this complicated ass shape without having to use a single space belt or space pipe. We're not up to space pipes yet, but okay, you are wrong. So you need to be emptied. We don't want that hanging out there. Okay. All right. So you're good. You're good. Loading more of those. Now the problem is there's a lot of stops. Now it shouldn't matter if you've got enough cargo in, but there's still a lot of stops. So it could take quite a while. So we definitely want to kind of reduce. Yeah, you kind of want to reduce the rail length, but I mean, look, all right, let's have a look at this. 100, that's 200. That's only 200. So we're using up very little platform units. You could add another train, and another train would just be 40. Well, we're only using so we're using 200. Does that include this? I'm not sure. I don't think so. No. So we're using 200, and 40 of them are just the train. So we could add another train on, and that might speed things up a little bit more. But then again, I mean, this one's not backing up too much. How are you doing? You just started processing, so you'll still be a while. God, I hate these slow belts. Oh, I hate these slow belts. Definitely got to get the belts upgraded. Although once we get this shape, we can get 3 and we can get the fluid extensions, but yeah, we're going to have to process a lot of these tasks. But maybe I wonder if I'll do that off camera. Maybe I'll do that off camera, because this is kind of a proof of concept right here. And what actually we might do, you know what? I can start to set this up here. And this one I might put on a separate train, because the existing train is getting quite a bit overloaded. And we've still got plenty of platform points. We do not need those. We got circles all over the place, so... And we'll get rid of that so we can see the output. Okay, that's good. Now, technically, we are cutting stuff here. Yeah, that's not great, because we want the full... We do kind of want the full thing. Last episode, I made this beautiful thing that cut it perfectly and then did the thing and blah, 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 blah. But it was only using half the belt's input, so... Yeah. Yeah, because there's not quite here. So we can't quite... I mean, well, technically, we can't make this any better anyway, because there's only 3 coming through. If there was a full 4 coming through... Oh, here we go. Hello. You know what I might do? What I might do is, we're talking about trains here, which means that distance is less of an issue than it normally would be. So I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to move it out here, get the full circle, get the full space. And then this one, we can just stack them. I'll leave a little space to do rotations if we need to. I don't think we need to... We can do rotations. We can do rotations after, actually. I might as well do it before. Rotate right, rotate right. And then just need to... Let's just actually double check. Oh, we've finally got some shapes in here. That's nice. So we got all 3 going on. This one's going to stop and it's not going to offload any of them. But we can see we've got this one building up already. This one, not so much. But this one is just waiting for this one to build up. Once this one builds up, yeah. So spin up time. for the no belt approach. Not great. It's not great. Definitely not great. Ooh. Ooh. That's all right. That's all right. So what are you? You're spinning out 4. You're spitting out 4 as well. And you're all spitting out on the bottom. So you're spitting out on the bottom and you're spitting out on the bottom. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to create another train here. Because we kind of need another train at this point. It's getting a little bit desperate. We don't want to overload that other train anymore. It's just too nasty. And we'll actually move this one out one more. And then one more. And then... So this guy... Yeah, you know what? I was going to make one of them a higher level and then the other one a lower level. But we'll just see. We'll just see how he goes. I mean, these trains are pretty quickly, so we shouldn't need to do multiple levels. We are still outputting 8, but yeah, we're going to be stalling this a little bit. So then what we need to do... Yeah, we need to output 2 separate trains onto one stacker, don't we? For this last shape, we need 2 separate trains to output onto one stacker. I'm going to have to make some more blueprints. That's the only way I can see how to do this, because that's just annoying. That's just really annoying. Okay, so we got the final shape here. Yeah, because the alternative to making a new blueprint is to make a 7 long train, which I don't want to do. I really don't want to do it. I want to be able to merge multiple trains in, but I just don't know how. Okay. Well, we're at 58 minutes, so I feel like I should probably leave it here. We've got this shape done. Next episode, I think I'm going to do a some sort of multi-stacker. So what it'll be is it'll be one side comes in from one side, another side comes from another side, and then it goes out the side or something like that. Yeah, I think we're going to have to make it. We're going to have to make it like that, because there's just... Or unless we merge the train lines. That's an idea. But then the problem is with merging the train lines is... Oh, God. Let me think about this for a sec. The problem with merging the train lines is this train is going to go all the way around and do stuff. So this one already has locations for all 5 of the wagons. So the only way we could get away with merging the train lines is if this train had 5 filler wagons and then a 6th one right at the end. And then the 6th one would be the one that sort of showed up on the merged line, but then this other train will also be hitting that station on the merged line. No, you know what? That's too crazy. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to do some stuff. I might actually have to change the order in which I get some upgrades. I'll try it on a 1x2. We might have to get a 2x2. We might have to get Foundation 3 or something. But I'd still like to wait for Fluid Miner extensions. Although having said that, we can go for these 2 tasks and this will give us plenty of points. So yeah, what was I? Filler wagons, I hate filler wagons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock this one. Or this one. Might as well unlock the 2x2. Wait, is that the one I unlocked? Yes, it is. And I just got a message. Let's just double check what that message is. Okay. It's Uber Eats. It's just reminding me that I need to order something in a very sly and sneaky way. Okay. But that's fine. So this one only needs a single wagon. So yeah, we're going to finish this episode off. Next episode, we're going to be designing a 2x2 platform that goes here. And basically, we're going to have this train dropping off here, and then this one dropping off here, and then it popping out the middle. So this main line here will not be sending the final product. I think I'll get the other train to do the final product. So this one will just be this section here, and then the next train will be this one plus this one equals final product. In which case I can delete this. I can probably delete this station. I mean, it's probably enough to do that now. We probably don't need it anymore. And yeah, but next time will be when we do that. So thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys later.